first action of the season. Coach told me they want to make things easy for him early. They've talked to the other teammates. Everybody do your job. Make sure he can get comfortable with everyone around him so he can make some plays for us down the stretch. Guys?
Ollie, we'll see what kind of problems that might cause. And the Gamecocks will put boot to leather, and this will be the start of a new season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Griffin. Swamped immediately.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun. Going deep. He's got it up to the 25. Throwing out to the left. And he slipped through the crowd, and Hill house it. Touchdown, Ducks! They're on the board first here in the season opener. Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they've built traditions and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football game.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Quick give. It's McAllister. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. You start the season, top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on.
He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. Looking for more room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Complete in the middle. Touchdown, Ducks! A great catch and run for 6.
Man, making a statement early in this football game. I'm open. Get it to me. He's already got 2 tutties on the game. Nice job making his presence felt early in this football game.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out. Did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. On the run, it's Fuller. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Left side is Shields. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the grab on the right.
And that's perfect for this offense. Backed up towards your own end zone. Make a play to create space. Get some momentum going on this drive. Just what the offense needed to start this thing.
Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. Caught, it's Shields.
Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina.
Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want.
And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 24. This offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced them into 4th down. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time.
Gonna take a shot. Makes a grab for a big play. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. Finds his man. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Well, we knew coming into this one, guys, the offense wanted to get this guy the ball. I had no idea it was going to be like this, though. We're not even done the 1st quarter. He already has over 100 yards receiving.
He's got it and still on his feet. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. The Ducks moving quickly to the line, making the adjustment on the play. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. They'll take the penalty and move them back. And that just drives you crazy as an offense to get down there, get that 1st and goal, and you got to back up and make it a little harder. Looking to throw. Rush right in his face. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back the pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, you can see why this team thinks this kid has a real bright future. It's amazing. He's only a true freshman. He's not built like one, though, and you saw it on that last play. Trust me, that is the first of many sacks in this kid's collegiate career.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Rashad Downs going up top. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. The Gamecocks come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Wants to throw on first. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. On the move. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
You don't oftentimes say you need to score a touchdown in the first quarter, but when you're losing 21-0 in the first, they had to score right there, and they did. Nice job by the offense, executing on the drive, punctuating it with a touchdown. Now their defense has got to finally wake up and get a stop.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, running back on the move. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to them and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Drops back on first down. He's going for it all. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Oregon. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. There's no question this team is reeling, down 28-7, and they have to find a way to get a score on the board with this drive. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing into double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough, make a better decision. Do not throw into double coverage. He got lucky that was an interception.
third down play from the gun. He's got an open man. Racing to the right. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They just keep firing. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. He's at the 50. The 30. The 20. He takes it in. Touchdown, Ducks. What about the speed of that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And he's going to bring this one out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead it.
And he picks it off in their end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Well, that was absolutely incredible. I don't know if I've ever seen a play before where a defender gets a pick six and he doesn't actually even have to advance the football. They were so backed up. The quarterback was so far deep in his own end zone when he threw it. He never saw the defender. He picked it off, and touchdown defense.
Here comes the offense back onto the field. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Moving out to the right. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
2nd and 2, and 4 receivers spread all over the field. RPO complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It's first down from the 11. Wide receiver comes in motion. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Out wide left, it's Robinson. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lets it fly. And that one is picked off in the end zone. There he goes. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Great place to start for this offense. Hand it to the back. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Got him on the RPO. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. He's just able to get what he can get on the scramble play here, down close in the red zone.
Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Oregon! This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
And he's coming out of the end zone. And the returner is stopped. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Trying to get the corner. And now in the pitch, the ball's loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Standing in his own end zone, looking to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And they'll get him down after a solid return. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we are excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with a look at Oregon State taking on the number 23 team, the BYU Cougars. And it's the Beavers sneaking out of here with an upset victory. And have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Right at the line. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The run inside. It's Fuller. Breaks into the open. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They'll run it. Fights off a defender. And the stiff arm was strong, but the defense was stronger, and they stop him for a short gain. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy. Remember, he had the defensive touchdown already.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Needs it here on 4th down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up. They bowed up and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And they are knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage as the defense declaws the Wildcat.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take.
The punt was just an illusion. They snapped it to the up end. They'll stop him short, and they had it sniffed out from the beginning.
Well, they were trying to get clever. They thought they had the right look for that fake punt, but give the defense a lot of credit. They were expecting it.
Snapped it. They'll throw to start the drive. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it down the field. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Coming out with it, it's Clements. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Looking to take a shot. Brings it down on the right side. Suddenly, after that last big play, they're on the move. 1st and 10 from the 44. Fresh set of downs going up top. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he gets it away.
I think oftentimes for a quarterback, accuracy goes down a little bit when you're not throwing from the pocket in a good throwing position. Every time you scramble, every time you start running, you really got to make sure that all of your fundamentals are in check. And that time, the quarterback just got a little bit out of whack, and that affected the accuracy on that throw.
Off the bench, arm loose, but the first one is incomplete.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
They're working that left side. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Wants to throw one first. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the middle. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He uncorks one deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of...
And he is going down here, but we have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Touchdown, Ducks! Made the grab in the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dunk. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Defense in press coverage. First play of this drive. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Throwing on the run. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off play action. Stepping to the right. Gets rid of it. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Still looking. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. How about that play by the strong safety? Made sure his responsibility was covered and then just went and made a play.
Yeah. Sometimes it's freestyling, right? Sometimes coaches will get a little bit upset, but they don't get near as upset when I get the guy on the ground. They're okay with that, but I'm spinning down. I'm playing close to the line of scrimmage as a strong safety. I see the quarterback. I got to make sure if I do go to him, I better get that sucker, and I better wrap him up, and I better tackle him.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. On the run, deep down the right side. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Takes it the other way. After making the pick, he took it the other way, and he's dragged down at the 19. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
I mean, you can say that's a quarterback or you can call it running back. I mean, goodness gracious, he's dropping back to throw the football, but when he sees a hole, his eyes get big and he just
looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Game 1, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Straight ahead, it's McAllister. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds a man on the left. Goes down immediately, but he's got plenty and a fresh set of downs here. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. On the move, it's Fuller. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance.
He'll take a deep shot here. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man downfield. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Try to barge their way in. He's into the end zone for the 2, and they get a little bit closer. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. After this, it'll be a wrap. On the snap, it's Bear. They're going to try to really stick it to him and rub it in with another score here. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement, the epilogue, the finishing touch.
and they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not, and that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.